All right. You there?
Hello, sir. This is Aaron.
Aaron, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Hey,
Good.
I appreciate you taking my call.
Sure.
I'm doing the novice linear progression right now. I've got the blue and the gray book and the video of myself when I work out. I've noticed
Well, you're following all the rules, aren't you?
I'm doing my best.
Good.
Doing my best. And so I've got a problem with my deadlift form. I run through the 5 steps and go through my checklist, but I've noticed on the video that my hips always have a tendency to drop before the pull, even when I think that they haven't.
Right.
And I'm wondering if there's just a simple cue besides keeping my ass up in the air that you could let me in on, or anything you might have to say.
You know, we see this every seminar. We'll have 1 or 2 people that do the same thing. It is sometimes difficult to fix because you can't feel it. As you mentioned, it doesn't feel to you like that's what's going on. All right. Now, what is happening when you do that is your previous existence has been wrapped up in your quads. All right. Before you started doing our program, you thought the squat was doing quads. And everybody seems to be married to their quads. And the reason people are married to their quads is because they can see them in the mirror. All right. And the stuff that you can see in the mirror is the most fun stuff to think about because you can see it, right? You pose your quads and you get the beautiful muscle separation in the front.
Teardrop.
You know, you got the teardrop glute medius on the inside and the broad sweep on the outside, the outer sweep of the quad. And since you can't see your hamstrings, you don't even think about the damn things. Well, as it turns out, the hamstrings are every bit as important in the squat and in the deadlift as the quads are. Now, what we do with our quads is we extend the knees. And if you look at our method, you'll notice that the thing we tell you to think about is to push the floor away from the bar. So that when you get set up in the correct position with your hips high, your shins are at a slight angle. It's the diagnostic angle of the shins is 5 to 7 degrees. And it's roughly the same angle as the angle the arms hang down from the shoulders at 5 to 7 degrees. Arms don't hang vertically. And what we tell you to do when you start the deadlift is to push the floor away from the bar with your feet. Now, what we don't tell you to do is to drop your ass, thereby increasing the shin angle and closing the knee angle more in order to push the bar away from the floor.